Welcome to IFC's Chapter Connection and Conversation series, where I talk with one of Texas Christian University's 13 interfraternity chapters to learn a little more about them and our IFC community. My name is Fred Bossart, and I'm the Interfraternity Council VP of Recruitment. Joining me today is Delta Tau Delta, represented by two of their recruitment chairs, Luke Foote and Jackson Hefner. So guys, can you please tell me a little bit more about yourselves, like your hometown, your major, your year in school, and why you picked TCU?
Yeah, sure. I'll be a junior, or I'll be a senior this fall actually, and then I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta, and then I'm a strategic communications major, and the reason I picked TCU, my brother actually went here a couple years before me, and so I kind of got to experience it more than like all the other schools, and then it was definitely the best academic school I got into.
My name's Jackson. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm an economics major. The reason I went here, my whole family went here on my mom's side, and I never thought about going anywhere else. I went to every football game growing up. I knew everything about the football and baseball team growing up, so it was the perfect fit.
Awesome. Well, can y'all tell me a little more about why you picked your chapter?
For me personally, going through the whole rush process, I kind of went in just with a really open mind, and Delt definitely reminded me of my friends from home the most, and so I kind of fit in right away. And I mean, yeah, that's about it. Just really reminded myself of my friends from home.
For me, it was mostly about, well, obviously the guys that were in the chapter, but it was mostly about kind of finding a group that like I could hang out with 24/7 and not have any problems. I had a bunch of guys from my high school that came here that went to a different chapter, and I decided not to choose them just because I fit in with these guys better. Honestly, I fit in with these guys as well as anybody, and I can text any single one of them, any of our 120 guys, 24/7. They'll want to do something with me. So.
Awesome. Well, can y'all tell me a fun or interesting fact about yourselves and about your chapter?
For the fun fact about myself, I don't really know what to share there, but for the fun fact about the chapter, our philanthropy actually is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and so they look for cures for people with type 1 diabetes, and we actually had a member of our fraternity who had type 1 diabetes, so it was kind of cool to watch him kind of really take the charge on that and be really passionate about helping find a cure for type 1 diabetes.
Yeah, and having I'm not going to say his name, but having that kid in our chapter really, it gave another aspect for all of us to like want to support it and want to actually do well in our philanthropy and raise a good amount of money. And he was a huge part of it, like Luke said, but it just added another aspect of like caring essentially. But my fun facts, kind of like Luke, I don't really know. I guess a fun fact would be me and Luke, we both are on the club baseball team, and he's my catcher actually. So yeah, that's as fun as it'll get, I guess.
Awesome. Well, what's one piece of advice that y'all have for the potential new members going through the recruitment process?
One thing that I wish someone had told me is, it's your 4 years at one of the best schools in the country. So don't let other people try to tell you, oh, this is a good fraternity, this is a bad fraternity. It's all on you, and it's really what you make it. So, at the end of the day, it's your decision. So don't let anyone else try to make it for you.
Yeah, one thing I try to really emphasize on is that like, if we're really interested in a certain kid, we don't, push very hard for them to like, we don't force it on them. We want them to go where they feel fit, because for me, that was the huge thing. I wanted to go where I felt welcomed, and like Luke said, it's your 4 years and it goes by extremely fast. Like I'm entering my last year already, and it feels like a month ago that I came in as a freshman. That's something big. But yeah, I would definitely say choose where you're going to fit in, because these guys are going to be the guys that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. I mean, Luke's going to be at my wedding, so all these guys are going to be with me forever.
Awesome. Well, a little change of pace here. Where's the best on-campus study spot?
It kind of depends on what you're looking for. Personally, like sometimes I want it really quiet, and like there's an area in like the main part of the library, like the older part called like the stacks. You can go up there. It's dead silent. But then also sometimes when I'm looking for someone to kind of hold me accountable, one of like the kind of quiet sections in the library, like called the map room, is a great place to study.
One place that I like to go is in the Neely side in the business buildings because mostly everybody's to themselves. I like going to the library, but a lot of times it's like too quiet in there to where if I open my backpack, people are looking at me like, "What are you doing?" But I do like going to the Neely and studying because it gives me like kind of a balance in between being super quiet and super loud, like right next to the cafeteria and library.
Well, where's the best place to grab food on campus?
I mean, that's a good question. You can't really go wrong with any of this stuff, like right on the strip right there. But I would say me and my buddies normally go to Dutch's the most. It's kind of like the atmosphere, and obviously the food's great. There's something for everybody. Yeah, and you can always find sports on in there, so can't complain.
Yeah, we do go to Dutch's quite often. We never go too much. But my favorite place is definitely the Potbelly right on university, because I go in there like 3 times a week at least. And sometimes I get free food, so that's good.
Awesome. Well, what has been your favorite program or event hosted by your chapter?
For me personally, it was it's our social event called Woodstock. It's just a great time. We have like a venue that we go to. Everyone kind of dresses up like 70s style, and it's honestly just an all around good time. And we normally have like a music artist. I think this past year we had Dallas K, which is some DJ from around the area. It's just a really good time.
My favorite probably was actually I'd say ever so far was probably a highlighter our freshman year. Me and Luke's freshman year. It was really fun because it was right after basically right after we got our pledge class together, right after everyone had accepted, right after midday. So we had a bunch of fun kind of beating each other. And like Luke said, I mean, we have a really good artist lineup in our history, and we had another great one that time. So just all of our social events are equally as fun, but that was definitely my favorite.
Awesome. Well, in what ways do you think your fraternity has helped you in your undergraduate experience?
For me personally, it's definitely these guys will definitely always hold me accountable. If I'm stepping out of line, they do not hesitate to chirp me a little bit and tell me like, "Come on, Luke, like you're not doing the right thing. You're not studying enough, and whatnot." Definitely just having those people hold you accountable.
Yeah, people hold me accountable is a huge thing, but also like being able to rely on people. Like if I'm in trouble or if if my car breaks down or something like that, I can call all these guys and they'll be there in an instant. But probably the biggest thing, most important thing is that all these guys have definitely pushed me to have better grades than I would have wanted to get in college. I would have wanted to just kind of skate through, but these guys have pushed me to do as best as I could. And I'm very glad for that, honestly. So.
Awesome. Well, what are some areas of TCU that y'all are involved in outside of your fraternity?
As Jackson mentioned before, we're both on the club baseball team. I was involved with TCU Dance Marathon, which is just a big philanthropy event that you help raise money for Cook's Children's Hospital here in Fort Worth. I also was a Frogs First leader last year, and that was kind of a great experience trying to help the freshmen get acclimated to TCU, just help them answer any questions for them. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, maybe you should have led because I'm kidding. I'm involved in club baseball. I do every single intramural sport there is with a bunch of our fraternity brothers. And yeah, pretty much everything I do on this campus is centered around the fraternity because our job is pretty big. It takes a lot of time, but it's worth it for sure.
Awesome. Well, last set of questions here. Where's the best place for potential new members to get information about your chapter and your upcoming events? And do you have any summer recruitment events that you're excited about?
So the best place for P&Ms to get more information about us is our website that I'm sure the Interfraternity Council will be reaching out to you guys, that it's located on their website. And yeah, you're able to kind of see, you can take a look at our executive board, see who's on it. There's just a bunch of pictures of the fraternity brothers doing stuff. There's pictures of them going to like Astro World down in Houston. And then there's actually a recruitment form that you can fill out that'll send an email directly to us, and then we'll be able to take a look at you and reach out to you for future events. And then for events coming up this summer, we're kind of holding back on setting dates, but these next couple weeks, I'll actually be in Texas and be in better contact with my team, and so we'll have a better idea of what kind of events we'll have coming up this summer.
Yeah, like Luke said, once he gets here, especially, we're definitely going to ramp up how many events we have, how many potential new members we get to meet and go out and hang out with. But for sure, later in the summer, next couple months, next couple weeks, we're going to have events rolling out. We're going to do stuff like we're going to go golfing. We're going to go shooting at a shooting range. We're going to go out on the lake, just random stuff like that. That's going to help us meet new guys, and we're excited for that too.
Yeah, like what Jackson was saying, it can range from, bowling or to just lunch, or just even coming to one of our houses and just hanging out. So, I mean, it's a big range. There's something for everybody.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Delt, for speaking with me. All of your social media handles will be listed in the description below, and best of luck to y'all in recruitment. To all of our potential new members, do not forget to register for IFC recruitment via the link listed below. Registration opens on June 1st, and the cost is $80 in the month of June. If anyone has any questions, please email us at tcuifcvprecruitment@gmail.com, and check out our Instagram at tcu_ifc and our website, greeks.tcu.edu, for the most up-to-date information about IFC recruitment. Take care and stay safe.